The amazing thing, though, is the difference in the outcomes. If you just have an amputation that's relatively high above the knee, which would have been your case with this aggressive cancer, you know, it would have been much more difficult to walk and use a prosthesis versus having the equivalent of an amputation below the knee by using your foot and ankle, and the difference in function is just, as you know,
it's tremendous. It's
not even comparable. And I think that's one of the big messages that people might take from this is that, you know, if the problem is located in the knee and the lower part of the leg is salvageable, whether it's from trauma or from cancer or whatever else, then a rotation plasty, you know, is a great option to consider.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you know, I've always thought about it as, you know, do I want to be more functional in my future, or do I care about the aesthetics of it? And one of my things as a young 16-year-old boy was I needed functionality. I needed functionality throughout my entire life, and I needed functionality to play the sports that I wanted to do. And one of the, you know, another kind of highlight about the rotation plasty is that I can end weight bear on my residual limb, or whatever you want to call it, because it's just my foot down there, and I can bear weight on the bottom of my leg. I go skiing, ski without my leg on, and when I take a fall, I can kneel on my leg and have no problem, and I just do phenomenally just with every aspect that I can do.
But you know, going through this process and then coming here to have your prosthesis made really affected you. So much so that now you've chosen this as your career.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you talk about that a little bit?
So when I was 16, I was amputated, and then when I was 17, I moved to Massachusetts, and I needed a new prosthetist. And I came to you guys, and at the time you had 2 other residents that you were helping, and one of the other residents said, "Oh, what do you want to do in your future?" And she said, and I said, "Well, I like doing things with my hands, and I also want to help people." From there, I, just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but the resident at the time said, "Well, why don't you do something with prosthetics?" And I thought that was brilliant, and she said that she went to a school down in Connecticut called the University of Hartford, and she said that the University of Hartford has an amazing program for prosthetics and orthotics, and that just kind of became a goal of mine, is to help people who are like me and do the things that I love.
How's your residency going so far? You enjoying it?
Oh yes, definitely. It's been busy.
Residents work hard, I know, lots of learning. Yeah.
But, I've been having a great time meeting the patients and getting to know the other aspects of what we do, and that's great.
Yeah, well, it's kind of meant to be, right? Silver lining and all that.